Good evening. My name is Derek Green, fire investigator with the Grand Chute Fire Department. Reason I'm talking to you today is in reference to um, fire investigation evidence that was collected at 123 Main Street Fire on January 26th, 2023. There's questioning as to whether or not the evidence should be allowed to be shown in front of the jury due to circumstances surrounding the collection of it. I'm here to provide some examples and some insight as to why the evidence should be admissible to the court and be able to be presented to the jury in relation to the case. The speculation or the issues rather arise from the scene being left unsecure for a short amount of time the day the evidence was collected. On-scene crews were cleaning up after fire suppression efforts had concluded when they received a call for a structure fire with confirmed victims trapped 3 blocks away from the 123 Main Street incident. Crews quickly packed up to respond to that incident, briefly leaving the scene unsecured until a short time later when the fire investigator arrived on scene. Upon the arrival of the fire investigator, cause and origin investigation commenced. As the fire investigator was doing his on-scene investigation to determine cause and origin of the fire, the investigator happened upon some evidence that was out in the open that they deemed as possibly suspicious. As you can see in the diagram here, the front door was where the investigator entered the structure, entered the living room area here, and observed what he thought to be a melted device out in the open around the area of the TV. Also some what he observed to be pour patterns leading into the kitchen, which are diagrammed by this right here. Upon the discovery of those 2 items, the investigator on scene contacted local police and relayed to them that he was possibly suspecting arson for the cause of this fire. Some cases referenced to searches of this nature are Michigan versus Tyler, which deals with the time frame of the fire investigation that is being conducted. Being the short nature of the time that crews cleared to the arrival of the fire investigator, it creates a continuation of the initial investigation that was done by duty crews on scene to the time the fire investigator arrives on scene. So that falls under one continuous investigation, even though the scene was left unsecured for a brief amount of time. Michigan versus Clifford deals with the areas that were searched. The suspicious evidence was discovered by the fire investigator during his initial search to determine cause and origin in the main room of the home. There was no deviation to other areas of the house in an effort to discover more related evidence, possibly supporting his thesis at that point. The evidence that was in question was discovered while conducting the cause and origin investigation. For those reasons, I do believe that the evidence collected should be admissible to the jury and be able to be presented as part of the trial. Thank you for your time.